good answer.
For now. Well, Emma Wolfe and James Budworth were listening into that. What do you make of what Lisa Nandy had to say, Emma?
Well, Lisa Nandy is one of those politicians, one of Labour politicians, who I've always had a lot of time for.
Yes.
I think she's a bright spark, absolutely. Wes Streeting, Lisa Nandy, they're the ones to watch.
I'm right, aren't I? International Development Secretary, she was a star. She stood for the leadership.
Yeah, I mean, also her point about levelling up is a good one, because one of the reasons the Tories did so well in 2019 was because they captured this zeitgeist off the back of Brexit about these left-behind parts of the country. It feels like that's been dropped in recent times. They've forgotten about it, so it's opened a space for Labour to move into.
And cancelled, the HS2 extension and things. But, I mean, the thing is, Jeremy, you make such a good point. It feels like Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer, they're both talking a good game. They're both saying the things we want to hear, which is economic stability, economic boost,
How are we paying for it?
Investing. Let's do some long-term investment and planning, finally, because it's all been so short-term. And secondly, how are you paying for it?
Can we move away? Can we go to 3, Nick? Is that all right?
Absolutely.
This sums up my physical life.
So, James, apparently exercise twice a week to cut insomnia risk in middle-aged people.
Yeah, I mean, it's so those who exercise regularly are 42% less likely to have difficulty falling to sleep. I mean, it's a bit bear relieves themselves in woods territory, this story. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it?
More tired, you're going to sleep better.
Yeah.
Although it's actually not that true, because often, I mean, I have terrible insomnia and I'm doing a lot, so I don't think that it's necessarily true. But it does make the point that if you're physically worn out, you're probably going to sleep better than if you've been sitting around on the sofa all day.
And bear in mind, being 58, an all-nighter now, in my mind, is going through 8 hours without getting up to do a pee twice. So that's the truth. But it's true, isn't it? You're exercising.
Well, same with the ladies having babies. You know, your bladder gets...
You can't give me that moment at all, can you?
No, because you take all of our moments away from us. Emma, we're going to move on now to the next story. Page 16 of the Star. Apparently...
What's this?
First children... What? So it's the first sort of child that you have,
firstborn children,
would say that life is harder because of the increased amount of responsibilities that they face.
Really? Yeah, well, can I just point out, I don't understand, this study is sponsored by Burger King. How is this going to help them sell more burgers? So that's just a random...
So older kids have to go to the burger shop for their brothers and sisters?
Well, obviously, older kids feel more hard done by, probably because they do have more responsibilities. They do have other kids to sort of play with and look after, and, you know, so it's a kind of... But, yeah, apparently, I'm a middle of 5, so I don't know whether that's harder or easier.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah,
the vegetarianism,
but, I mean...
the cycling, everything.
For goodness sake. I think that the family position... And while aren't leaders always first? Wasn't Tony Blair and all the kind of world leaders have always been firstborns? I mean, people have a lot of psychology about the positioning that you are in a bunch of siblings. I imagine your children, 6 of them, are going to have all sorts of issues. But middle is difficult. Younger children... Well, because everybody has their thing about, oh, it's harder being younger. Oh, no, it's harder being in the middle. It's harder being...
What a load of old rubbish that is. You just get on with your life.
No,
This is really older kids do. They have to help out. You only have older kids so they can babysit for the younger ones.
Exactly.
They've got it all licked. What are you laughing at?
Are you older, younger? Are you the middle?
I'm the eldest.
You're the eldest
of course
of 2.
you are.
Yeah, I'm the eldest of 2.
But that's different.
Do you bully your siblings?
No, he bullies me. My younger brother is essentially my older brother. He's way more responsible and he's running the family business.
I'm the oldest.
So.
Oldest
I'm
of?
the oldest of 4.
4.
I was the youngest.
Youngest of how many?
2.
Well, middle of 5 is much harder.
Is it? Why?
You're getting pushed on all... it's confusing.
I think it's definitely more to do with
I got no clues. Hand-me-downs.
Who is the eldest daughter? Because that's often, stereotypically, the person...
The mummy role.
The mummy role falls on, and caring for the older... for the parents once they get elderly.
That's why I've had all 6.
Yes, I know, so you've got
they
more
can care for me.
to pay
and
towards.
3 the side of the coffin at my funeral I thought was enough.
Ooh, don't think about that.
Right, I really want to talk about Easter eggs, please, because it is Thursday before Easter. Emma, tell me about Octoplushie.
OK, so this is a limited edition 007 egg, which has been created by Fabergé. It costs £115,000. It is made, it's a collector's piece. There's only 50 made.
You don't eat it, then?
They're all numbered. It's made of 18-carat yellow gold, green guilloche enamel, diamonds and sapphires.
Some people have got more money than sense, haven't they?
I think it's
beautiful.
like a Fabergé egg. You can't eat it.
But what are you going to do with it? You're just going to What, invite people round? Look at my egg.
The 007 egg. I don't know.
You're going to put it away after Easter or leave it out all year?
To plush
Mike
it.
Graham leaves his Christmas tree out all year because he's too... Honestly, it's a true story. It's a miniature one. You can't be bothered to put it away. Leaves it there all year.
Right, I want to talk about some real food for a second, James, because... Oh, we've not got long.
On, do it
but
then.
basically, a poster for comedian Ed Gamble. His tour poster has gone out on TfL, and it's had one part of it change. Can you tell me why?
Yeah, I mean, because there's a hot dog on it. I mean, it's a bit silly. It seems a bit silly to me. I mean, because junk food ads are banned on the tube. But it's not really an ad. It's just a picture of a hot dog, half bitten. It doesn't look particularly appising, so I'm not really sure why
So this is what Sadiq Khan is busy doing when people are being stabbed. Did we see it on that train yesterday? I was actually in tears after I saw that video. It was so disturbing. This is what's going on, and he's worrying about hot dogs being shown on.
We can criticise a lot. Knife crime's gone up 54% of the City of London, and we're talking about a hot dog against a cucumber.
I find it quite funny that the cucumber is on the plate, and yet still he's got hot dog sauce all down his T-shirt. But
you had to pull it to shreds. You're right, though. They haven't taken the hot dog sauce off.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be a great tour. Thanks for joining us this morning, Emma Wolf and James Bloodworth. Thank you both.